Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Extreme Tarot, where we do moon readings, pick a cards, and zodiac readings. Today we're doing a zodiac reading for the sign of Taurus, a look into what is going on in your no contact love situation. So we're going to get a few oracles to start, just to get an overall sense of how your person's feeling about you. But really this reading is a look into like what your person would most want to say to you. It's mostly messages. I'm going to get a bunch of messages and then clarify them with tarot. So let's just get going here to see their overall feeling. Also, I shuffled a song for you and it was Come Clean by Hilary Duff. And yeah, so we'll get into that. But let's see. So what is Taurus's person's overall vibe towards Taurus? Acceptance. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. Success on the bottom of the deck, okay? And, oh, let me get one. No, we'll get this one. Energy Oracle. I'm like trying to remember how I did it yesterday. Okay. How is Taurus's person feeling about Taurus? Angel of Balance, okay. With the first chakra, Archangel Michael on the bottom of the deck. Like the root chakra. And then let's get one of these. So right now they seem to be in a pretty healthy energy. I feel like they're trying to clean up just because that song, Coming Clean. Just like balance things out in their life. I mean, obviously we have a balance card, but yeah, wait, hold on, let me just get more of it. Just so far seems like pretty stable, and especially we had Archangel Michael and the success, so I feel like what they're trying to balance out could be their career, their finances, or even just like an overall feeling of security, however they need to do that. So let's see. Dove Spirit, be peace. Yeah, I feel like they're in a good place right now. Hold on, let's just get one more. They're like actively trying to like, I think, clean things up in their life, balance things out, make changes. Hold on. What is Taurus's person overall feeling? For Taurus, I just want to see what that was. If it comes out, it was time to breathe out. Take time to breathe out. It's too much. Just get one. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Okay. So yeah, and then adjustments are required. So I think they are making some adjustments. Luck is on your side on the bottom of the deck, like bottom under that. So yeah, like between that and the Coming Clean, what is that song? It's like, let's go back to the beginning, back to when the earth, the sun, the stars all align. Because perfect didn't feel so perfect. Trying to fit a square into a circle was my life. So maybe your person's like recognizing that something about the two of you wasn't maybe like working out or fitting correctly right at that time or something like that. Where they're now trying to, I guess, find like whatever fits good for them, whatever makes them feel more balanced and at peace or something like that. Like, or maybe like things just didn't seem to be like progressing. So I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. And they're trying to like maybe like flip the focus like back to them now or something like that. I feel like they're trying to, they may have some good things up ahead. Hi, Quinn. Did you come say hi? Hello, baby boy. Come here. Good. They're trying, I feel like something good might be coming up for them with the prosperity lies ahead. Like maybe like some, and with Taurus, like some sort of financial, like maybe they have like a new job on the horizon, or they're like moving into like a new place or something like that. but just in a way that like they're gonna have some sort of like security. Oh yeah, and then look, we have the Archangel Shamuel, the third chakra, solar plexus, door to personal healing and happiness, like blossoming abundance. Oh my God. So it's like, I feel like there's all this like good stuff sort of like happening in your person's life anyway. I'm gonna put this the way it was. But something that's going to afford them like a better sense of like security and a better sense. I feel like for this, like some of your energies like might be swapped. Like maybe you're going to get your own energy like spit back at you or something like that. Because it's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting. I feel like maybe like, I'm just going to read it the way like I have it set up. But I feel like, you know, you could be like getting your own energy back or something. It could be one of those ones where it's like flipped. But yeah, I feel like you're just like, there was something that you needed to accept that like some sort of like, not dead end, but like obstacle or just something you couldn't break through, or just like I guess like a dead end, but not like a dead end forever. That's not how I'm saying it. Like some resistance you were like pushing up against. And instead of trying to fight it, like that whole thing, like trying to fit a square into a circle was my life. It's like you're just trying to like take the square and then go find like a square shaped hole and put it in there. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're like, okay, I'm done trying to like force this to work. I'm just gonna like settle down, be at peace, like accept the things. Like acceptance like is the way to like getting peace. So it's like I feel like you've really accepted what's been going on. Even this is like reduces to a number 12, which is kind of like the energy of the Hanged Man, where like I'm just gonna no Leo, honey, hey, come on. Leo, he's like looking in the TV at my reflection and barking at it. It's just me. It's mama. He's so funny. Okay, sorry. Where the Hanged Man, did I already finish that thought? Where it's like, I don't know. It's like instead of like sitting here wallowing, Leo, I feel like your person's trying to, come in. I feel like your person's trying to really just, flip the script and like start like just accept, okay, like, you know, like this isn't fitting right now, this isn't working. Like if it was the right time, like things would just be flowing, but they're not. So I just have to kind of like flip the script, flip this on its head, and just come clean and, you know, keep working for my own prosperity and things like that. So that's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting. So let's see what else comes out in the messages to get more of an indication. Like, what would your person want to say to you, Taurus? But it's almost a vibe, like, to sum up, because I feel like that was, like, all over the place, where, like, maybe they felt some, like, resistance from you. So they kind of just, like, stopped for a second, like, pulled back their energy, accepted the situation, like, as is, and are sort of, like, on the hunt for their own prosperity, which prosperity can mean like financial stuff, but it could also mean like just finding what makes them feel good. I just thought of like Adrienne from like that Yoga with Adrienne, find what feels good. That's like her motto. So even like with exercise, like, okay, like I can't have like this connection right now. I don't feel like they're on the hunt for like new love necessarily, but I think if they found it, they wouldn't like reject it or whatever. But I think it's more so like what makes me feel good. Like even with Taurus, it could be like creating their home into like, but like I was saying, maybe they're moving into a new home or something like that. But like also like just creating their home in a more sensual, like comfortable way where they feel like it's their little sanctuary, or like I was saying, working out, doing like yoga, just like stretching just to make their bodies like feel good. Like just to, Leo, honey, it's enough already. Come on, come over here and sit with me and stop it now. Now you're being a bad boy. Come on. All right, come here, honey. But sorry about that. He's just like on a roll this morning. But yeah, so like that's what I feel like they're doing. Okay, come here, Kissy. Come see here. Come on. Stop looking at the TV. Stop. All right. So what would your person want to say to you? And what else is in that song? Like I'm shedding every color, trying to find a pigment of truth within my skin. Sorry. because different doesn't feel so different, and staying, like, going out is better than always staying in. It's like, I feel like they don't want this to, like, take them down. Like, they're just like, I'm not, like, letting this, like, kind of stop my life anymore. Not that they're saying that you stop their life, but it's almost like they're thinking, like, they let this kind of, like, overpower them, and now they just want to focus more on keeping themselves balanced. That's what I would say. Oh. All right, so let's see what we got here. I'm scared to 100% give into these feelings. I feel like you hate me. I am so sorry. Okay, so maybe they feel like they did something, like, stupid or something, something to make you, like, get upset with them somehow. Like, they feel like you don't like them, or you hate them, or maybe hate is, like, too strong of a word, but oh, look, a lot of these came out yesterday. I miss you. I can't wait to make this all up to you one day. Like, wait, what came out yesterday? 1, 2, 3, I want to say. Okay, let's see what else. Meeting you changed me in so many ways. Okay. What else? You're mad chill. Okay. Maybe they feel like you're mad chill, so if they, like, pissed you off, you, or, like, made you, like, get annoyed or something, like, that's saying something, because you're not, like, easily unchilled. There you go. Hold on. Let's see. I know I blamed you in the past, but I see now how strongly our energy is connected. You never asked for this. And then on the bottom, I feel such a real connection to you. Interesting, because, like, we only got, like, one compliment. Like, when I first started doing this reading, which was, like, 3 weeks ago, like, I feel like it was such more, like, superficial energies. Like, I was just getting almost, like, putting someone on a pedestal, like, all these complimentary cards. But now I feel like it's different, and there's more, like, feelings coming through, like, what people are actually feeling about the connection. It's not as, like, superficial. Like, let me move these over, because I need room for, like, my cards. Let me just see if I could just do this. I feel like the lighting is kind of weird. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's unpack this. Hi, Bubba. So yeah, there's definitely, like, an acknowledgement that this connection is very strong, how strongly our energy is connected. Meeting you changed me in so many ways. There's definitely a fear associated with this connection. Like, just giving into the feelings, and then maybe finding out that it's not going to work out or something like that, I think is very scary. And there is this energy of blame, but now there's this energy of acceptance. So I know I blamed you in the past, but I see now how strongly our energy is connected. You never asked for this, so maybe your person feels like the potency of this connection is very overwhelming, even to them. I'm scared to 100% give into these feelings, and how can they, like, blame you for being scared when, like, they're scared, you know, like, too. I feel like they're also, like, that's why they're able to, like, accept this situation, because they understand, like, almost, like, from your perspective, like, they're, like, looking at themselves and then looking at you and being like, okay, like, this is actually, like, a little bit scary, or this is, like, a big change. This could be, like, a big change in our lives. So, I mean, how can I blame you? Yeah, like, when I'm also, like, going through a very, like, it's like, I feel like you hate me. I'm scared to give into these feelings. Like, I'm sorry. There's, like, guilt. There's, like, fear. There's, like, longing. So it's very, like, I think overwhelming for your person, like, as well. So let's start clarifying them with tarot. Let's look at what. I feel like you hate me. Why? What was Taurus's person trying to say? I feel like you hate me. Page of Wands and the Queen of Swords. With that, I'm kind of getting like, I know we have the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck, but I feel like with the Page of Wands could be like a very curious, like I want to explore, like I want to like find out, like it's like got that firepower behind it. But then the Queen of Swords is more of like a colder energy, so maybe they feel like they were too enthusiastic, too excited, because that's what like not too curious, but like just maybe they're the type of person like I'm scared to give into these feelings, so then like they try to face their fears like head on, kind of like with this little bull here, like just like charge into like the situation, like very like, all right, I'm scared of this, so let's just get it over with, kind of a thing. And maybe they like rush into things, whereas like maybe you're a Taurus, so you're more like slow, like deliberate, like let's see, let's like assess, like let's like, it's a fixed energy, it's like a stubborn sort of an energy. But not that I'm getting necessarily stubbornness, but it's like someone that's gonna like tread lightly, like tread slowly, like a slow tread, like a hunter's tread. Like I don't want to disturb anything, like I'm gonna be very careful. It's like a careful cautiousness, sense of cautiousness. Whereas like maybe your person is like, ooh, I'm scared, like this is scary, let's just whoop, like, you know, like plug my nose, like jump into the water here, like kind of a thing. So maybe they feel like they went like a little too much, and now they've kind of brought out this Queen of Swords energy in you, and I feel like they feel bad about it, like I'm so sorry. Like maybe they want you to know, I think, that they were maybe acting out of fear as well, you know, like, oh, like, but maybe they just like, or they misjudged the situation or something like that. Yeah, that's how I feel, because I feel like they were expecting this Queen of Cups energy from you, like if like sort of a thing, whereas I think they got like the Queen of Swords energy back, and they're kind of like, oh, whoops, like, but I feel like they realize that, and they're just kind of like, oh my God, like I didn't know, like I thought it was like you were like the Queen of Cups towards me. I didn't realize you were the Queen of Swords, or I would never have acted that way. Like whatever they did, maybe they like the Page of Wands, like could be like a message, like it could be like online stuff, like it could be whatever, like just like some sort of communication, or it could be just like them gushing about how much they like you, like whatever it is, like, you know, it's like a very enthusiastic sort of an energy though. And I feel like they're regretting that and wishing that they would have waited maybe. But yeah, I think, oh look, and then the Queen of Wands is under here too. So there's like, I think they expected like a warmer response from you, and they feel stupid now is what I would say. I'm not laughing at them, I'm just like, I think that they feel like kind of like they're laughing, like like okay. Let's look at, I'm so sorry, what are you sorry about? And like I was saying, this could be flipped, so maybe this is how you feel about your person or something, but could be. And then we have the Four of Wands. Again, it's like that energy of like celebration, joy, like jumping the gun, like even like justice, like maybe like thinking that you guys were going to be like more than you were, like thinking it was more serious than it was. Just the way that this is, it's like, again, maybe you like hooked up or something, and then they thought like that meant something more significant than it did, and then they acted accordingly, and now they're just kind of like feeling like they created a situation where they have to miss you now, because if they would have been like less, taken this like less seriously, like maybe they would still get to like see you and talk to you and stuff like that. But like, again, I do feel like they're recognizing maybe what happened, and also trying to accept it and be at peace about it, and like forgive themselves and realize like they're allowed to like be confused. And even this, you're mad chill, like maybe like you're more chill than they realize, like again, like maybe like you chilled or something, you know, and they like, again, like they thought it meant something more, so they're like again acted that way and then like kind of got like a dose of reality. Like maybe that's that whole square trying to fit into a circle thing. And I don't know. I feel like, but I almost feel like when, like whatever happened with you guys in the past with this whole like Archangel Michael thing, I feel like they did feel like a sense of security or something that, yeah, I feel such a real connection to you. Like I feel like they felt that and that's why they thought it was like okay. So, and even the Four of Wands, that is like a number 4 is like a very secure, like that's like a number like of security as well. So I feel like that is like they're kind of just like, oh, like I kind of like misjudged the situation, or I like thought things were like more established maybe than they were, with the Justice card being on the bottom of the deck. And I think they just feel like silly or something like that. And I can't wait to make this all up to you one day. Let's look at that. I think we have the Ace of Cups. So, and then the Lovers. So I feel like what I'm getting from this is that if you guys like hung out again or something, or if you guys like saw each other again, or like kind of like rekindled this connection again, like had a new start with the Ace of Cups, I feel like with the Lovers card being here and like the Emperor, it's almost like kind of sad, because it's almost like you see the way this girl is like kind of like out in the cold, and it's like they're looking at this other person here. So maybe they're like, I would just like kind of take this for like the sensual like fun experience that it was, but I wouldn't expect like this person to make like a major decision. Yeah, we have the Emperor and the Hierophant. So it's like maybe they're like, I took this like too seriously, like I thought this meant like this person like wanted to like commit to me, for example, with the Emperor and like the Hierophant. That's like strong masculine energy. So maybe like that's kind of like the way that they took it, like oh, this was like magical. So it's like, I can't wait to make this all up to you one day. But it's kind of sad, I was saying, because it's almost like they're like, oh, like if I like saw this person again, or like we were like talking again, or whatever it was, like I would just understand that like they're not gonna choose like one person or something like that. Like they don't maybe want commitment. Oh yeah, because even on this Hierophant card, it's with 2 women. So it's like, whether you're a man or woman or whoever is whoever, it doesn't matter. But like almost like I'll know that from the beginning next time, and I won't even think like it means anything, but like I'll just like enjoy like the, like if it was sex again. I mean, we have 2 cards of like straight up sex here. So I think I'll just enjoy the ride and just like, you know, but that's kind of sad, because I feel like that's not what they want, but maybe they just feel like they'd rather have like that or nothing, or something. I don't know. All right, let's look at your Mad Chill. The Hierophant, the Emperor. Okay, yeah. You're Mad Chill, so maybe like again, like I feel like they think that you have like all the power and the connection with like these 2 like very strong cards coming out. And I feel like again, they just feel like you're Mad Chill, like almost like you don't want commitment, like you don't want to be in this energy, like maybe like again, like you're more chill than I thought, like in a maybe like almost like a negative, not negative like they're saying it's negative that you're in that energy, but like they like that you're Mad Chill, but at the same time it's like they like your like carefree energy, but like that's also translating to other areas, and they're seeing that and kind of being like, oh, like yeah, you are Mad Chill, but like a little too chill maybe. Like I think I need something maybe a little bit more stable and secure, like and even like they're maybe realizing that like the chillness is masking like a sort of like controlling undertone, where you're working very hard to keep things chill in your life, like at the expense, not at the expense, but you're working very hard to keep things chill in your life, like, because you don't really want any seriousness, like, involved in it. And they're noticing that, like, I think they're coming to the realization, like, they're accepting that, like, if they we're gonna have something with you, regardless if your energy is really strong and they feel this real connection to you or whatever it is, like, they're not going to be able to really maybe have more than that with you. And I think that's why they're kind of trying to make a decision now of, like, am I comfortable just, like, letting this be, like, sort of like a chill casual thing, or is it gonna, like, make me want more? Like, can I even do this? Like, I feel like they're questioning a lot of that stuff. And if they don't know the answer yet, I don't feel like they're letting it really, like, drive them crazy. They're kind of just, like, putting it to the side, like, I don't know, and when I know, like, I'll know, like, the answer. So I know I blamed you in the past. What is this about? The King of Cups. I think they're realizing too that, because we have the King of Cups and then the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. With the King of Cups, I think they're realizing, not even that they necessarily blamed you in the past, but I think that they're realizing that they projected an image of, like, somebody that they thought you were. And, like, you never asked them to do that. Like, you never asked them to, like, they never asked you to, like, kind of put them in this fairy tale role, like, in your life, like, you know, in your head or whatever. Like, I feel like that's how your person's feeling, like, almost that they did this. They put you in this sort of, like, on this pedestal, on this, like, fairy tale kind of, like, he's Prince Charming, like, or something like that. And it's like, they idealized maybe, like, some traits in you, or kind of split, like, just like with the whole chill thing, how it's actually, like, almost like not a bad thing, but, like, there's a different side to this chill that they just, like, didn't want to see or something like that. Like, I feel like they maybe blamed you for not, like, living up to this role, and they don't feel like that's fair. Like, you never asked them to do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're kind of trying to be very emotionally mature about this with the King of Cups, and look at this in a way that isn't going to cause them, like, anguish. Is that what I'm trying to say? But they're just trying to more so be at peace and focus on, like, keeping themselves in a good energy. But it's like, I think they are let down, but, like, at the same time, they're not, like, blaming. There's not an energy of blame or anything like that. In fact, there's an energy of acceptance and balance, peace, and, like, good, looking forward to the future. So yeah, I think they want you to know too that they don't blame you, and that they do recognize, like, their own distorted perceptions for, like, making things as complicated as they are. All right, how about meeting you changed me in so many ways? Let's just, I want to get one, and we keep having two come out. Like, this is, like, too much for me. Let's just get one. That was the High Priestess and the Eight of Pentacles. All right. Three of Pentacles. I feel like meeting you changed me in so many ways. Like, they, I think, almost, like, really, like, believed in love again. Like, they really believe that they could be happy. Like, they really believe that they could build something real with somebody. What's that song? I feel like I could finally rest my head on something real. I feel like that's kind of, like, the way that they felt about you, and they were just kept waiting for this to, like, materialize. Yeah, because we don't really have any Pentacles cards, do we? I mean, we have the Hierophant, which is, like, a earth energy, but besides that, like, I feel like we have Wands, we have Swords, we have Cups, but we don't have Pentacles. Like, I feel like they're waiting for this to be, yeah, even this, look, this looks like a fairy tale, like this king coming home to, like, rescue this little maiden here, and she's like, oh, I knew it was gonna happen. Like, but it's, like, again, like, that's just, like, a fantasy. Like, I feel like, but I feel like your person is accepting, or not, is recognizing the fact that you did sort of give them, like, the hope of believing that they could have this for themselves again, and they are grateful for that. Like, even if it's not with you, they feel like, okay, like, there is, like, someone I could have a real connection with, that I could even just feel this way again. Maybe, like, again, they've been, like, badly burned, and they're scared to give into, like, their emotions as well. So, like, maybe they've kind of just been settling for relationships that were, like, subpar, like, things like that. So they weren't able to like truly like explore like the idea of like trying to find love or whatever, because of like their past pain has really like kept them from trying to look for something real. Like they'd almost rather settle for some crappy relationship, because then if it falls apart, it's not that big of a deal. I feel like with you, you like gave them the courage to sort of like want more for themselves and like expect more for themselves and like jump for something more, like a better quality sort of person, a better quality relationship. And I think also the fact that they did that and it didn't work out is kind of making them feel like a little bit confused. Like, does that mean like I shouldn't even go for something good? Like, does that mean that I like don't deserve that? Or what does this mean that like I actually went for it and then it didn't work out? Like, I feel like they're just like really confused about more so like what message spirit is trying to send them, or the universe, or just life, you know, like, well, what, like, I feel like they're very confused, about, like, why did I feel like such a strong urge to, like, jump, and then it's like, I didn't get caught by the universe, kind of, like, I took a leap of faith, but, like, didn't get, like, you know, I didn't land safely, like, I kind of just am flailing on the wind here. All right, so let's look at that. I'm scared to 100% give into these feelings. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like, even with, like, give and take with the Six of Pentacles, it's like I'm scared to 100% give into these feelings, but again, I feel like they did. Like, remember this whole like Page of Wands energy that we had. So I feel like they did give into this connection, and they were met with this like Queen of Swords energy, and they're like, now they're just like sitting here again. I'm getting this feeling of shame, just the way her like tits are hanging out, just like sitting on her couch, like eating an apple. But it's almost like I just like embarrassed, like, I don't know, like with like food on your face, like, you know what I'm saying, like just like this sort of shameful sort of a feeling of like, it almost looks like there's this pentacle here with a heart on it, like she's trying to kick it under the couch, like I don't even want to remember that I was so stupid and I thought like I could deserve something real. I feel like it is kind of like a tough pill to swallow, and given the fact that this is the first card, I think this is like almost like the first energy that they went through. I feel like then we're going down to, and we're ending on this emotional maturity energy here, so I feel like this is like a process that they went through or are going through right now. Like, I don't know, they could probably be anywhere on the map here, like processing through this whole like whatever's going on between you guys right now. If anything did happen, I feel like even if nothing happened between you and they maybe just got triggered thinking on some stuff from the past, you know, like it could have like, you know, kicked off the cycle. We did just have a new moon. Like a lot of times that just like brings up, you know, stuff down, stuff to deal with, like, you know, so even if like they haven't really been thinking about this for a while, like maybe they just started again or something like that, even if you guys haven't like talked or anything in a while. And but yeah, I feel like they just kind of feel like stupid and embarrassed or something, and they're trying, but again, I do feel like that's how they started out, and they like cycled into like a newer, they don't blame you, they don't blame themselves even, I would say. They're kind of just trying to like love themselves, balance themselves, like have, you know, be like, it's okay to hope for stuff, it's okay to like want good things. Like I feel like, and even that we had this adjustments are required is making me think that like whatever has gone down in your person's mentality, whether that was triggered by like actually like talking to you or whatever, or just their own thoughts, they're realizing, right, like there are still some triggers existing here that they can spend some time working on. And I miss you. All right, that's like 5 cards. I miss you. I mean, again, self-explanatory. The moon. And then we have the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck here. Again, the King of Wands, a very warm sort of an energy, and the way he's like hugging her and stuff like that. So I think that they really thought that your connection would kind of like create some comfort for them, and just really make them feel maybe whatever they're missing in their life, they thought could be sort of like assuaged. How do you say that word? ASSUAGED, like a sewage. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm so sorry. That's another word I've like read but never said. But like almost that, like your energy just soothes them, soothes their fears naturally, because with the moon, that's like confusion. Oh, confusion and fears like coming out, and they're like looking in the mirror. And again, I do feel like they have been triggered by this connection like a lot. But I almost feel like they're like welcoming that. They're welcoming this process of like being triggered. So as like, as a way to like balance themselves out and like face things. I feel like they are like overcoming whatever like negative emotions, whatever's going on between you that has brought up. I feel like they do have like again a sense of like emotional maturity about it, and even though they do feel sort of like let down and like silly, they're gonna work through that. Even if they're here right now, they're gonna like work through it eventually. If they're here right now, they've already worked through it. And they're kind of deciding like what they want to do about this connection. Like say you do pop in again, because that is kind of here, like the guy is like popping up, you know, in the background. So like if that did happen, what would I do? Like, would I engage with this connection knowing that I'm not really going to get what I want out of it? Or is it better just to cut my losses and just try with somebody else? Even if I do have to settle, just to have something more like established and like concrete in my life. I feel like they're trying to figure out like why they even have to make this choice. And sometimes I feel like they think that's not fair, but that's when this acceptance comes in, and they're learning to accept the things that they cannot change and realize life isn't always fair, and maybe they're meant for something else, even though it does feel so real to them and like refreshing. Like that's just, life isn't fair sometimes, and they're coming clean. So all right guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.